It's raining today, and I just hope it will be more audible enough for us to get to where we are going. So now, today we are looking at education. We have had a lot of experts, we have had teachers, pupils, parents, we have had everyone in this country. We say education is a right in Zambia. So today I just want to discuss with you the factual situation of education, the right to education in Zambia. So let's quickly go to the constitution. The constitution is a set of rules and principles that specify how power will be distributed and controlled, how each institution will be controlled, and how the human rights will be enjoyed by the citizens, how they will be they will be enforced by the citizens as well. So you find that the constitution is the supreme law of the land. Any other law that is not in line with the constitution, then it is void. If any law, customary law, act of parliament, is not in line with the constitution, it means that it is out of line and it cannot be taken anywhere. So the constitution is the supreme law of the land, and it talks about how supremous this constitution is. It's a powerful document, and this same constitution, it binds government organs, government institutions, and the citizens. So every one of us, either you're in government or you're in private sector, you're a citizen, we are all in the same place where we have to follow what is in the constitution. So if the constitution is bad, it means every other operation will be bad. But if the constitution is favorable, it means even the citizens and the state organs and everyone is happy. So that's how powerful the constitution. I'll give an example. Do you remember what happened in Nigeria? We had an American that was held hostage. Yes. So now what had happened is that because of the United States Constitution, which really talks about protecting each citizen, so they had to act because of the Constitution. They had to send their special forces because of the Constitution, and that's how powerful it is. It makes people to act in a certain way. So even in the morning, if our Constitution say, okay, you should be laughing, it means everyone must laugh. If it means we should be jogging, then everyone must jog. That's how powerful this document is. So now I want us to look at the right to education in depth. Is it a right in Zambia? This education that we talk about, is it right in Zambia? Okay. So education in Zambia has been stipulated, written in the Education Act number 23 of 2011. It is there written in many policies educating the future. The National Education Act policy of 1996. It is there. It has been written as a right. But remember that it is also not in the Bill of Rights. If you look at the Bill of Rights of 1996, there's no right to education there, which means that education, the right to education, is only being practiced as a duty. It's more like a provision that institutions must take, okay? Like, there's a Ministry of Education. So we need to give them a mandate of what they need to do. But because it's in the Act of Parliament, Education Act, but it's not in the Constitution, it means now it's just a good practice. We are just practicing it as just a good practice. It means that you cannot take government accountable. You cannot. They can fulfill it or not. They are not obliged to educate every citizen. So you cannot say, no, I'm not educated, so I'm taking government to court. You can't. You can. They cannot prioritize even the budget allocation. They cannot fuse in more funds. Okay, look at Singapore. The moment that they change some certain things in the constitution, look at where it is. It is because of education. Education is a mother of development, the mother of civilization. So I'm not saying that we haven't done enough. Remember that in 2016, there was an amendment to the Bill of Rights, but it was shot down because of some articles that were not favorable. Okay, so we look at this situation. The education sector is degrading. Infrastructure, the teacher-pupil ratio is improper. So all these things, when you add them together, it is because education is not in the Constitution, but in the Education Act, which does not bind, which does not enforce it to be practiced in the entire country. That's how this education is. Okay. So education in Zambia, it is not a right. Of course, it is. We are signatory to the United Nations, and there's the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, of which we are a signatory there. We are a part of it. Of recent, we wanted to enforce it in the 2016. It is there under the Human Rights International. It's recognized, but it is not in the country being enforced, and that is a problem. The moment that you remove education, it means transformation in the country becomes difficult. So education has to be put in the Constitution under the Bill of Rights, the rights of every citizen, because there is no other part in the Constitution that is more important than the Bill of Rights. Part 3 of the Constitution is very important because it talks about the enjoyment, the privileges of every citizen, of every Zambian, of any country that you are in. If education is in the Constitution, I'm telling you, there's nothing that they can do but increase the budget allocation. There's nothing that can do but prioritize into educating every citizen. There's nothing that can do but eradicate illiteracy levels. There's nothing that they can do but help to raise the reading culture. There's nothing that they can do but upgrade the education sector, the education system. There's nothing that they can do but reform the education curriculum, because if you look at the curriculum, it's not specialized. The curriculum, it's more centered, it's more general. Other countries, they specialize. Maybe by grade 10, someone knows that I'm going to be an engineer, they go into sciences. Others, they go into mathematics. Just there and then, they are given just maybe 3 subjects and then they major. As they grow in knowledge, they become experts. Even before they go into the university or in the college, they are already helping and contributing to the country. So we need education to be placed in the Constitution. The Bill of Rights has to be amended because as it stands, even the right to a healthy care service, it is not there. The right to a decent living, it is not there. So all these things, they have to be amended. We have to amend the Bill of Rights through a national referendum, of which 2021 is not possible, but 2022, it is possible for us to push for a national referendum. It is possible for us to vote yes when we see that education is there. That's what we're interested in, because education is the key to this country's development. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for taking your time to listen to this video. There are many other videos coming through. Please like the video, share the video with your family and friends, spread the word. Tell them that education is not a right. We have the evidence. Look at the Bill of Rights of 1996. Read it. You'll find that there's nowhere where it's been written. But if you look at the amendment of the 2016 Bill of Rights, it is there. The government currently did whatever they could, but whatsoever reason, it was shot down. And this is a big blow for this country. Thank you so much. And I sign.